In CSR also there are two views. One says you donate and you move away. Another one says you donate and you talk about it so that many more people get inspired, right? Family is for everyone, home is for everyone, and you are not the only one responsible for it. मुझे लगता है जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, and that's where you need to really talk about good things also. Marketing तो करनी ही है. Do good and promote it as well is my mantra. When you talk about something for a very very long time with the right intent, it starts impacting people. Tells you that all answers are within, all power is within. I am very proud of one decision. Hi Jigyasa, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. Thanks for removing time for this. I'm so happy and honored that you have agreed to do podcast with Craft Concept. Tell me about you. How have you been? How has life been?
All good, and it's so good to reconnect with you with a different profession.
Yeah.
And you were acing there, you are acing here also. So very good to see this.
Humble. Thank you so much. You yourself have actually grown as a leader in such short span of time. You have been invited to so many TEDx talks. I think you have done 2 TEDx talks, right? So it's an inspiration for us. We would like to understand what kind of guidance you can give to the audience, particularly someone who wants to build a personal brand like you did, for yourself.
Yeah, thank you so much for your kind words. Yes, I have been lucky and humbled to have done whatever has happened. And for me, the journey started with LinkedIn. And even before that, I was doing masters in psychology. So that ended in December 2019, and the learnings were amazing. So I wanted to share those learnings with everyone, and I want to revise also. So I decided that I'll go this LinkedIn way, and here I can share with others, learn more perspectives, because if you look at the comments, 150 comments, people bring up so much different thought process. So that's where I started, and I would pick up one topic from the psychology learning and I would bring it up, and it started resonating with people, and they will inbox, they will comment, they will ask me that and tell me that this is what we wanted to hear today. And it was a difficult time, as we know, COVID-19, the beginning of it, and that's how the journey started. And then I was at the same time also connecting with many people. It was all online networking. I founded a group of women professionals. It's called as Leaders Lifting Leaders, the Lean In concept from Sheryl Sandberg. And we have people from 5 countries. So when this started, I saw many more women, how they are coping up with the situation, how they were. It was very very inspiring. So all of that I brought into LinkedIn, and then one thing led to another, and that's where I am today.
Okay, I see. You have been very persistent with your approach. Yes. Correct. So, in one word, if you want to summarize, how to be a brand, how to be a personal brand on LinkedIn, what would be that?
Yeah, if I had to say in one word, I would say authenticity. If you are different online and offline, and that's what I always ask people. If I have not met them offline, first time when I meet, I ask, how do you see the difference? And they say, it's same. So I feel very happy. Okay, so there is authenticity. So authenticity, yes, and you are always work in progress. Nobody is perfect. So once you acknowledge this and you go on, you talk, what is not gyan, but what has come from your learning. I think that is important. Consistency is very, very important, but that doesn't mean you have to show up all 7 days a week. But whatever time you decide, be there. And definitely the offline connect. So 3 things. One, it could not happen. Authenticity, the offline connect with people. Now offline is possible, and consistency.
So we have inspired so many women around the world. That's the reason you've received so many accolades as well. I'm sure you're pretty proud of it. Your family's proud of it. How is it that you can help other women improve their own personal lives and stand out in whatever they are doing? What is the advice that you want to give to them?
Yeah, very important question and very close to my heart because I have seen my struggles, the conditioning that we come with, that everything at home needs to be managed by a woman. That's how my conditioning was, and I struggled. I struggled a lot. Only after a long time I realized that family is for everyone, home is for everyone, and you are not the only one responsible for it. So recently, my maid took a 3 weeks leave. Election time, most of the maids were out and we divided work. So my daughter was doing dishes, my husband was doing mopping, and I was doing cooking.
Okay.
So one very very important learning, you need to involve family because you are not a superwoman and don't even try to be because you can never be. And the second thing I would say, and that's where I've started another group, networking, because we think networking is not very important other than in comparison to what other things we have to do because we already have extended load at the home,
Yes.
have work also and at home also, so we think okay, let's avoid this, at least this can be avoided, but networking can never be avoided. So I've started one online group I spoke about and one offline also, which is Navi Mumbai Women. Again, women professionals from different walks of life, and we meet at least once a month over learning, over networking, sometimes fun also. So that is very important. It's important to have friends also. So that is second thing I would say. And third, if I had to go back and correct something, I would say that not setting the goals for yourself. You must have goals. You must know where you are heading and have a mentor to reevaluate. So these three things I would say about
Okay.
women.
So yeah, guys, if you're from Navi Mumbai, join the Navi Mumbai
Yes.
Women Group. And if not from Navi Mumbai, which was the other group that said?
It's an online group. So anybody in Mumbai can come to Navi Mumbai. We do meetings there, so we call Navi Mumbai.
Okay.
But all women from Mumbai are welcome. And the other group is Leaders Lifting Leaders.
Okay.
That's a virtual group.
Noted. I think in Navi Mumbai there's a big garden.
Yes.
It's pretty spacious.
Yeah, very green.
Very,
So
very
you'll
good.
see, soon you will see a lot of me doing yoga day and we also enjoying in weather.
Okay.
Because Kharghar is a place where there's a lot of natural beauty.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay. So yeah, women, please don't miss out on that. So I would also like to understand if at all in your career span, you have come across a success story wherein during leadership coaching it has significantly impacted the leader or maybe the team.
Yeah, coaching is a very, very powerful tool and the power is immense, and that's why I am on my coaching journey as well.
Okay.
So you'll soon see me coach Gauri. But yes, so there have been multiple instances, and I'm blessed that my organization gave me an opportunity to be coached by an executive coach, and likewise many more people. We have seen tremendous change in people because what coaching does, it empowers you from within and it tells you that all answers are within, all power is within, and by it's a questioning model. So by right questions, you are actually put up in a direction where growth lies. I would say the best part of coaching for leaders also, they have become more self-aware. And once you are aware, you know what are the areas of improvement, you start working on them. As you work on them, you actually progress. So it's all about inside outside approach coaching. But yes, I have seen many changes. And like I said, even I am on this journey because I realize its power.
Okay. Right. So you have actually groomed people to become leaders, is what you're saying, by coaching them.
Both. So we use coaching heavily, and we groom people to become leaders, and also those who are leaders, they need to continuously keep learning. So the best method that we have realized for senior levels is coaching. So
Okay.
it's both.
Question around marketing, with respect to an organization.
Yeah.
How can marketing activities drive cultural changes in an organization, particularly with respect to diversity and inclusion?
हाँ, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. मुझे लगता है जो दिखता है वो बिकता है, and that's where you need to really talk about good things also. In CSR also there are two views. One says you donate and you move away. Another one says you donate and you talk about it so that many more people get inspired by it. I am believer in the second, and I think if you do certain things and you don't promote them, you would not be able to generate that interest, or even your organization would not know what is happening. So I'm a firm believer that marketing to karni hi hai. Do good and promote it as well is my mantra. So when it comes to diversity and inclusion, a lot of things are done in various organizations. We also do our bit, and we make sure that it's high decibel.
Yeah.
It reaches everyone, and we have seen those changes. When you talk about something for a very very long time with the right intent, it starts impacting people. So even with the diversity and inclusion DEI agenda as well, we do talk about it. We brand it internally through our dashboards, through our intranet. We go to our LinkedIn page also, and we talk to world about it. We sometimes reach families and talk about it in various other manners. And yes, so I would say it is high decibel, and marketing definitely helps, because if you do something silently, the impact group would be very small, whatever initiative you are taking. And I've also seen that as people get to know more about it, they start getting inclined to it. One, the mindset changes, because that's the biggest hurdle.
Correct.
So definitely.
Oh, I'm so happy to know that you are promoting your organization as well as promoting such activities.
Yes.
And when you talk about such activities, where do you think agencies like, for example, Craft Concept can plug in? Do you think agencies who have experience in doing outdoor marketing, what you have, the online marketing, can add value to it?
I definitely think that these agencies add value, because you may not have all the expertise in house, and more so I've seen HR is shying away from marketing.
Right.
Traditionally, now they have started learning. I have also learned that you need to utilize the best tools available, best people available, which may not be in house. So you can rely on external agencies for a lot of things. Outsourcing model for whatever is not your core can happen, and I think agencies add value because they come with varied experience. They come with very very niche businesses also can be supported by them. So definitely add value.
So I think in a way you're promoting that the HR department and marketing department can work hand in hand.
Must.
Yeah.
They must work hand in hand, because and I have realized it that the way we used to communicate. Say for example, I used to communicate few years ago, and the way I write now, it has more of marketing touch because of this additional responsibility of marketing, and the way it impacts people is very different. I remember some talking to a CHRO, and she said 6-7 years ago that I am very proud of one decision. And I asked, what's that? And she said, I hired a marketing hand in HR. Because people in HR do not know how to appeal to masses. And when we have this marketing hand in HR, things are actually changing. And I have also experienced it in my career. So, very, very closely working together.
Great. Well, Gauri, thanks for removing time. It was really nice talking to you. I'm sure your valuable insights will bring some difference into the world, can also inspire the women around.
Thank you so much.
Any last message you wish to convey to everyone?
Yeah, I would go back to the learning from coaching, self awareness, self development, self leadership, and self acceptance also, because the moment we start getting to know ourselves, we realize this is a flaw, that is a flaw, we are not good. So once you go deeper and understand yourself, accept yourself, and be on the journey of self development.
Okay, that's nice. I shall also follow that. I hope you all are.